Talking to the Amy goes, your head hasn't come up from the tablet. It's because I'm talking to my girls. Jump on the live feed. We do a hot topic every night, and tonight's topic, Amy was really actually kind of just talking about it. Are you focusing on health, whether it's your skin health, your hair health, your body? And I'm loving the answers because you guys are talking about everything from our body health to financial health to mental health, and how we're just gonna really do things a lot different. And Beauty Report is a great place to start that no matter what we're talking about. But I want to say hi to Chrissy and Penny and Karen and Angel, who's with me, Michelle. I love all my ladies that jump on with me. Barbara's with us. Danielle just jumped on. Dawn is with us as well. Hello, hello, ladies. Oh my goodness, get in. We're talking about a lot of great things. Oh, Jessie is on. Carrie is on as well. Jump on, we're talking. If you use hashtag Beauty Report and answer anything about health and beauty, you could win a $25 HSN gift card. So we already came up with a drink name. We're gonna be the Amina, which is an Amy and a Tina drink. We talk all things wonderful. We're starting a whole new hour with Mr. Dimitri.
Well, that's right. You know, earlier last hour I said, how many of us can't stand our pores? And I'm a woman of a certain age, and the one thing that I did notice was how my makeup started settling in the pores of my nose, then down over here, and I thought there's gotta be something, you know, you don't wanna pick, you don't wanna squeeze, but how do I get that stuff out, right? I love that we've got Dimitri James joining us. He's the founder and creator of Skinn Cosmetics. He is a miracle with skin formulations because he's the manufacturer, the formulator, he is third generation, and today, Dimitri, you're bringing to us what we call the Pore Magnet. Each one of these sells for $24 a piece. You get 2 of them for under $20. Free shipping, it's under $5. It is the kickoff of our smart deal here. And Dimitri, I wanna make my pores invisible. And when we do that, it makes our skin look like glass, right? Hello.
That's right. Hi, I know, I love a smart deal. So yeah, so here's the thing. Not just when you age, but pores congest, right? And every time sebum hardens and you don't clean it out deeply, it continues to stretch the pore open. And by the time you see a dirty, black-looking pore, it's been there for a long time. As we age and we start to have, you know, breakdown in our collagen and elastin in the skin, the pores not only dilate because the pore girdle blows out, but then they tend to stretch and distort in shape. Like, have you ever looked at, like when you, as we get older and you put powder like around this area, you notice your pores aren't even round anymore. They start to distort in shape. They stretch open like rubber bands. So a clean pore is an invisible pore, and this is the easiest, the fastest way I know of to clean your pores a couple times a week. This is the Pore Magnet PeelOff mask. And it contains a beautiful black clay, a little salicylic acid, moringa seed extract, and red clover. And what it's doing right now, Amy, it's breaking down that schmutz in the pore and starting to absorb it up into the black clay. And then when it dries, you can literally peel that off your skin. You can do it in patches, like your forehead, your T-zone, your chin. I do my whole face because I get this really just a thrill over taking it off in one piece. And then you also see, it even takes off little fuzzies like off your cheek and the side of your face when you do it. So I believe our model has it on. We'll peel it off and show you what it's like when you peel this off. It just takes all that gunk out of your pores. And look at that. Okay, so now this is really interesting. And don't throw that away. Hold on, Joyce. We're going to look at what came out of your pores. I don't want to pore shame you, but you know, like that blush you wore in 1982, that fuchsia, probably came out. So,
I hear you.
Do you see the area on her forehead where we just cleaned it out? The skin is brighter. The pores are smoother. And around it, they look dingier, don't they? But this literally cleans out that pore. It's like an extraction. And you do it once or twice a week or as often as you feel you need it.
That is remarkable. Now, I have seen pore cleansers. I have never seen one. You didn't just clean the pore, Dimitri. You also kind of resurfaced the look of that skin. It was instantly brighter. It was instantly smoother, right, ladies? You just saw that. You could see that square. We're very busy. We've already sold 300. We just started talking about this. It's our smart deal. So remember, you get 2 of these. These are $24 a piece. So like I said earlier, the reason why we're looking older are pores, pores, pores. It's like location, location, location when you're looking at opening up a business. If you're looking at having younger skin, it's your pores, pores, pores. You've got to go ahead and get that gook out. A clean pore is an invisible pore. And you're right, as we age, They're not like these round, cute little pores. They're oblong. Some look like crater size, right? And you're right, when the time the black is in there to form that like black looking head, that has been building up for weeks. Get that out. If you get that out and help shrink the look of that pore, your makeup goes on flawless. You have tighter looking finished skin. It is an instant what I call skin transformation. This is one of the most affordable sets I've ever seen Dimitri do with Skinn Cosmetics. And Dimitri, you manufacture the finest skincare, the most expensive skincare. But again, you bring Skinn Cosmetics exclusive to us here at HSN, especially when we look at this smart deal. It doesn't matter our skin type. We all want brighter, younger, tighter, smoother, softer skin. This does it instantly.
Right, and we all know when our pores are clean, everything works better, right? Like all those amazing serums I make, like your age reset serum, can get in there and work. And that's right, we are a research and development laboratory for the advances in skincare science in Los Angeles. We manufacture skincare for many, many other brands. So I'm able to bring you the highest quality, made from scratch skincare, not just some private label. Made from scratch that we have organic chemists that work on. In this particular case, they used a black Brazilian clay with red clover, salicylic acid, and that's where the brightening came from on our model's forehead, and the red clover, the black, and moringa seeds. Look at where she cleaned. That moringa seeds were actually used in certain areas instead of activated charcoal to purify water. So it's very, very purifying. Yeah, it's called the tree of life. But look at the pores in the center of her forehead. When we let that dry, and you let it dry, you have to let it completely dry and put it on clean, dry skin. And then when you peel it off, it not only lifts off dead skin, but it also helps lift out and clean out those impurities from your pore. And when and you know what the secret to pores is? Because I'm an esthetician. I trained estheticians for many, many years. The secret to really beautiful skin is keeping your pores clean over a long period of time. Because I live for cleaning pores out of people's faces. Like, it's my favorite thing to do. But this does it for you. And I can't go get a facial. And plus, I don't do it anymore. I just use my Dermapeel and I use my masks. I don't need to. But if you keep your pores clean, your skin will thank you over a long period of time. And it's so easy to do that with this. And literally, it's just so, when you look at what came out of it on the other side, you see all kind, like little Christmas trees.
Yeah, mine's not quite dry yet, but I can see the bright coming up underneath it. I see the brightness. So I'll tell you, let this dry a little bit longer. When we look at our model, again, that forehead is remarkable. You wouldn't think that you've got all that buildup, or you wouldn't think, okay, my forehead looks that bad. Look at the difference. I mean, there's makeup optional skin. Now, Dimitri, because I love using your microdermabrasion, can I use this the next day, or how would I go back and forth from your non-negotiables?
Yeah, just use this on days you aren't doing the Dermapeel. And you only need to do this once or twice a week, honestly. And once you could even use it every day in a row for like 4 or 5 days until you really purify those pores, and then just once or twice a week to maintain. But these 2 sets are going to last you a really long time. That's obviously the best value we've ever done on this formulation. It's very, very popular, and it just so it makes me just feel so good when I can actually see. I had a piece, but it didn't dry in time either because it's really cold here. But Colette, can you show everybody what's on the other side of that? I don't want to pore shame you, but if you look at
it's satisfying.
The other side, it is so satisfying. It's so satisfying. You're like, oh my goodness. And it even takes little fuzzy hairs off sometimes as well. But you can see, look at that big white thing that came out in the center of that strip, right? It starts to look like little Christmas trees. And you're like, wow, that was in my pores.
See?
Oh my God. And and there's nothing also worse when your pores are congested and you're putting makeup on, and the makeup looks like bumps.
I know. I can't, that's my biggest pet peeve, is I cannot stand it. When I start to see that, you're right, it almost, you put your makeup on, right, ladies, and you can see like these pits, and you're like, oh my gosh, what is that? And those pores, think about it. The more you jam in those pores, the more they fill up with sebum, the more makeup and gook, the bigger it gets. Right? And they're not gonna shrink down unless you get that gook back out. So here's what's so special about today and why 1,200 ordered. So again, this is a quick special. It's called our Smart Deal. So it's an offer that we're able to pass on to you only while quantities last for a limited time. So this is $24. It'd be great if we said, okay, $24 for one, we're giving you one for $19.96. Today you're gonna get a second one. Think about that. For about $4 and change less than you can buy one. That's if you're ordering right now, and we see a lot of you ordering this, but again, it's the most affordable product I think that you can purchase to make the biggest difference in your skin. And it's not just, you know, T-zone or here, it's everywhere. When you look at Colette's forehead, you got rid of dead skin, you got rid of pore gook and buildup. And you know, you told me one time, a long time ago, Dimitri, you're like, Amy, you're at the age when oil is thick. And it's not, remember you and I had that discussion, I'm like, he's right, it is thicker, and so it wants to sit in those.
Earwax.
Yes.
Sebum and earwax are pretty much the same thing, right? And especially if you sleep hot at night like I do, your sebum flows, right? And then in the daytime when you cool down, it hardens even more. And eventually that just blows out that pore wall, the pore girdle, and the pore just stretches open like a rubber band. And that's why when you especially look at, like I remember my grandmother had beautiful skin. She was an esthetician and she took care of her skin. And the one thing she always did was keep her pores clean. And she always told us, if you keep your pores clean over a long period of time, you'll always have beautiful skin. And the other thing to remember is when pores are enlarged, light reflects off the skin jagged. And when pores are refined and the texture is smoother, light bounces off more youthful. So this is really a savior for everyone. And it's different than a scrub. It's different than good cleansing. It's getting those impurities deep out of the pore. And you don't even have to believe what I'm saying because you see it. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did this. I can't believe that was sitting in my skin.
Yeah, and it lasts. That's another thing. It's not like the next morning you wash your face and you're like, oh no, my pretty skin's gone. No, it's going to last. Again, you apply a very thin coat, you let it sit for about 10, 15 minutes, and you peel it off. I applied way too thick of a coat on my hand, so just apply a thin coat, ladies, let it just sit a couple minutes, and you pull it off. So remember, this is our smart deal. You get 2 of them. And again, it doesn't matter your skin type, doesn't matter your skin texture, everybody needs to be cleaning out their pores. It's difficult. Do not pick your face. Do not sit there and squeeze. And being a licensed esthetician, you know, Dimitri, we're scarring our skin. It's hard for the skin to heal from that, but how do you get that gook out? You're looking in the mirror, especially the 10-time magnifying mirror, and you're like, ooh, I see it all. I see, right? Oh my gosh, I know, I scare myself sometimes. I put that mirror right in that direct sunlight and I'm staring and I'm like, oh.
Don't do it.
You're seeing things you should not see. They're rated X. You should not be seeing pores that size.
They should be illegal.
Illegal.
It's like illegal, those mirrors. I looked at one right before the show and thought, oh my gosh.
Right?
So, yeah, and again, this is not just a typical, a congested pore has a bulb lower in it. So a lot of peel-off masks, when the bulb is thicker at the bottom, it pulls out too hard. This actually helps break down impurities, absorbing it into the clay with the red clover, the moringa seed, and the salicylic acid, which we know is a pore do-gooder, and it gently lifts it out. It's absorbed into the actual Brazilian black clay.
It's the coolest part. I just want to show Colette's head one more time.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I don't know how many we've sold right now. I know we're super, super busy with this. 2,000 ordered. Okay, look at her forehead. You see exactly, look how this is right where you were talking about that light bouncing off the skin. Look how that's bouncing off the skin, ladies. Imagine if Colette did that all over her face, how bright it would be, how much more luminous it would be. And why is it your lines and wrinkles also, whenever you do a deep pore cleanse, why do they seem diminished so quickly?
Well, because the salicylic acid breaks down. So here's a wrinkle. The more dead skin that builds up around a wrinkle, the deeper it looks. So when you're removing some of that skin, that line that is going to look less obvious. And also with there's wrinkles, pores tend to get even more congested inside that line. So you really want to use this. And so again, a couple times a week, once a week, up to you. Do it in patches, do it on your whole face, let it dry. For me, it takes like 25, 30 minutes to dry good. I like to get it dry. And then I like to use it on my whole face and just lift it off. Because again, I get such a kick. Colette, can you show, I don't know if we're out of time, but can you just show what came out again on that pad? And look, it's not just you, Colette, we all have it. So don't feel bad. Look at that big white thing in the center of that black, of the black peel-off. Right?
And see, sometimes.
Look at all the little dots that came out. Look at the little white dots.
Sometimes we don't even see it, right? Others see it, but maybe as we age I don't see it that well, right? Unless I'm in front of that, okay, Dimitri, unless you're in front of that mirror.
When I'm talking to someone that has blackheads, and as we get older, we can't really see, or just congestion, not blackheads, but congestion. And I am trained to spot that. And when we get older, we don't see all those horribly congested pores. And it's all I can do when I'm talking to someone, not to do my job and say, can I just do that for you and get it out?
Let me get it out of your pore. Well, thank me. And you know what? Today we're thanking you, Dimitri, because one is $24 and we love it. We love this product. Today for about, what, $4 and change less, he's going to give us a second one. That's what we love about our smart deal. We have close to 600 of you ordering right now. Stay right there. It's all free shipping and handling. And we've got that on 4 interest-free credit card payments. Think about it, for $5. You can't buy an exfoliating deep pore cleansing mask for $5. And you have a couple months supply here. So thank you so much, Dimitri. You look very handsome in your sequins this evening.
I always try to up it for you.
I love it. I love it. You look fantastic. Mwah. Thank you so much. All right, well, we're going to check in with Miss Tina because Cher has a fragrance.
If you watched Amy on her Instagram today at 4:30, which you should always check in with Amy, she was talking about this.